Hi, I'm Brenos, Community Manager of Celsius Online, and I'm very glad to present to you this first dev diary, which is about the Forgotten Artefacts update of Celsius Heroes. With this update, our intention was to please the players who wanted more content. Many of them would finish the new quest available well before the next update. That's the reason why the Forgotten Artefacts update has been made to challenge our most hardcore players. Inside and outside of the mysterious Tower of Babel, which will be the central point of these new adventures, you will be faced with your greatest challenges ever. So, let's meet Archer, the game designer of this Tower of Babel.
For the first time in Celsius Heroes, we introduce the concept of endless dungeons. Each time you finish one of the new floors of the Tower of Babel, you have the possibility to do it again in a higher difficulty to increase your chance to get better items. There's no limit to these difficulty levels. You will be able to really challenge your skills, to test your best group of heroes, to see how far you will be able to lead them, and to compare your performances with other players in the pantheon of heroes. For each floor, you'll be able to see who, among your friends or in the world, have succeeded in the higher levels of difficulty, and who did it faster.
And here's the funny thing. The idea to rank the players according to how fast they complete a floor is actually coming from the players of the Facebook group Friends of Celsius Heroes. Players who were using it to show screenshots of how fast they were able to finish a quest to challenge each other. So, thank you and keep giving us ideas on Facebook. Let's speak now about these Forgotten Artifacts which gave their name to this update.
All the quests of this update are centered around two main goals: unraveling the mysteries of the Tower of Babel and finding the legendary weapons which will be needed to complete the final floor called the First Circle of Nimrod. When fighting monsters in the upper floors, your enemies can drop forgotten artifacts, which can be used to forge legendary weapons in your bar. Each legendary weapon has 100 levels and will have two special powers. One at level 50 and the second one at the max level. Let's take an example with Amaterasu, a new fire staff for wizards. Gathering forgotten artifacts drop in dungeons won't be enough to get this legendary weapon. A hero designed to use a legendary weapon will have to complete a challenging mission alone without any help from his teammates. For the staff of Amaterasu, for instance, your skull won't be able to get it just with one-liners. He will have to use all the might of this magic to survive the Guardian of the Volcano.
And now, let's talk about the other creatures you'll have to face in this new update. And let's not forget the Master of Babel, Nimrod, the Builder.
They are big, bad beasts with a lot of new powers and abilities to challenge your heroes. Did you really think that Ice and Fire Witches were the worst cast spellers you will face in Celsius Heroes? Think again. Most of the new creatures can modify the orbs on the board in new ways. For instance, by cursing orbs. You will lose HP each time you combine them. You'll discover other funny ways your enemy can disturb your board once the update is out. Moreover, some monsters can cast spells at the start of the fight, before your first attack, and others, which are more cunning, will do it when they die. At last, each new monster will have an ability linked to its species. For instance, the Ice Dragon. Damage it enough and it will protect itself during a few turns in a block of ice which is very hard to destroy. And if you don't destroy it quickly enough, the dragon will come back fully hit. But I don't want to spoil more stuff, so I won't speak about the powers of the other creatures. especially the ones which will try and stop you from forging the legendary weapons, which will be needed to defeat Nimrod the Builder. If you face him without those weapons, you will have a very, very bad time.
That's it for the Forgotten Artifacts update. If you want more details, please visit the forum celsiusheroes.com once the update is out and join one of the Facebook groups called Friends of Celsius Heroes. You will find the links of these groups for each language in the description of this video. And to get more information about the next update, please follow us on Twitter, Instagram and Facebook. Next update will be update 2.0. As you can imagine, we are preparing something very special. But for now, we hope you have fun with this one. So, thank you for watching this first dev diary and see you